So you had a inside look in a way to the,
I saw it all happen.
and you would pick this up because you would hear the conversations.
My kidnapper, for all his delusions, he really, like, sometimes used to give me this information. Like, I was sitting there when they planned the Karachi airport attack with the suicide bombers. Like, they were on the run, right? And we lived in what you call markazes, which is like,
Very close quarters.
yeah. And so I was kept with Muhammad Ali, like this. So, sit over there. And, like, when now they're planning the operation and the date, and he kept turning around. He said, if you, like, mocking me, like, he's like, if you call your mother and tell her to pay the ransom, then you can go back and tell your security forces that Muhammad Ali wants to attack the airport and you can become a hero. So pay. And then, like, he made me, what happened was, after the Karachi airport attack happened, on the radio, they started saying that Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan have carried the attack. He got so infuriated, he made me pick up the phone, call my mother, and claim responsibility.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was the one who explained to my mother, obviously the ISI was listening, that, by the way, did you see what they did to the Karachi airport? That wasn't the Taliban, it was the IMU. And this guy in particular planned it.
So in a way, you had first-hand experience of witnessing this, you could call it indoctrination process, or the way that they raise someone to become a suicide bomber.
Yeah. And, there's a story in this book about a little girl, Fatma. She was my kidnapper's daughter. And I would teach her Urdu and talk to her in English and tell her about my travels. She's just the most beautiful child. She had these big blue eyes and blonde hair. And I used to laugh with her and joke with her and, teach her. And we used to paint together. So one day she came in and said, make me a dachshund, which is like a pickup truck. So as I painted the car pink, and then I made a flower on the door, and as I was making the flower, suddenly she saw it and she looked and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I have my own kids, right? And I've seen them throw tantrums, I've seen them be angry, I've seen all emotions with children, but I've never seen rage. I've seen tantrums, I've never seen rage.
She was angry at you for drawing the flower.
So angry and just burning and saying to me that who will take me seriously when I go to do my suicide bombing. This was a 3.5.